Good. Okay.
Game face. Game face.
All right, game face, everybody. It's like, you know, Canadian special edition of awesomeness. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Mate, that is he's from the UK.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come out.
He's actually our RSM for our team, so he's you know, big and loud, gets everyone motivated, enforces our grooming standard.
Handlebar mustache.
Call it. Yeah. He actually has a drill cane that he walks around with.
A rattan.
Yep. But no, our loadouts, we have a few different loadouts. So I think we have a tan loadout, green loadout, CQB loadout, and
winter
loadout.
That's right.
Damn, yeah, we actually have quite a few now.
Do you have a travel uniform?
No, well,
dress uniform?
No, nothing like that usually.
Mess.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's but we don't really, like, if you see when we go out, I think we started wearing ATACs a few years ago when it first came out, and then when everybody kind of jumped onto ATACs, we pulled away from that and we went. We decided for the entire next year after that, we were just going to run green.
So I feel like I feel the dissension coming.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So keep going. I will.
Stay angry.
So, and I mean, it's no hate on everything. It's just we're always trying to separate ourselves and well, I think part of it is because we've kind of put a lot of effort into establishing our own identity, and we don't want to get lost in the multicam blob that travels around the field.
Okay.
And it also helps us identify who we are. Right. It's easier for me to see one of my own teammates on the other side of the road if he's wearing something different.
Right. Yeah, so because I hear that, and that's when I start thinking the Airsoft fashion show. Everybody else is wearing this, so I have to be a different, beautiful, unique snowflake.
Yeah,
that's not the fashion show. That's the style show.
I'm not going to lie. Like
there's a difference between fashion and style. There are two differences.
You're right.
There is a bit of a fashion show aspect to it, right? We call it being bolo, right? Having all the bolo Gucci kit.
I call it Gucci.
Yeah, so it's the same thing, right? But there's a little bit of that. I think for us, it's more along the lines of we've transitioned through a lot of BDUs and a lot of kits to find out what works best. And I mean, Jay's put a lot of effort into standardizing, okay, this is what kind of camelback you're gonna have, this is where you're gonna have your pouches.
But I can get it cheaper from eBay Band.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, my pocketbook, man.
You're that, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about that, but that you're that thorough about this is where your pouches go.
And I guess it's not necessarily the brand, it's just, you know, it's like Kleenex, right? Mm-hmm. You need some sort of proven hydration carrier that we know isn't going to lead to more problems on the field.
No, I'm actually not making.
No,
not
you are.
dissing it. But
no, you are. You're dissing it.
No, I'm making fun of it, but I'm not dissing it because that's like the, you know, running a team. That was my biggest thing. It's like, okay, gentlemen, we're getting proper ATACs. But I found like this stuff I can get like the whole set for like $50 from overseas.
God bless Asia, man.
They fail. They don't look right.
We're gonna wind up on film your junk hanging out of your pants because your seam's ripped.
Yeah.
Wash them once.
And a perfect example of that,
yeah.
and we talked about this earlier, is everyone screaming for Cry Precision. And our team, we rock UR tactical pants. Mm-hmm. And we feel, I mean, we probably we put our kit through more, I guess, strenuous circumstances than a lot of players put their stuff through. I think that's a fair testament because we're consistently playing
or
training, and our stuff is proven, and it might not be the best brand name you can get, but it works for us. And
that's what we always go back with. Yeah. The other difference too is that our kit's issued, so people on the team don't have a choice. That's just what they get.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, it's issued.
It's issued. So
you guys actually have like a quartermaster core on your own team?
Yeah, our RSM.
So you get your BDU set, your rig, your mags, dump pouch, everything.
Do you have to buy in for this?
It's an annual membership, but
the signing bounty.
Yeah, but it's all reused.
Just shilling on the drum head. And
that's
that's
pretty much. Yeah. They lay down a deposit, right?
Deposit, yeah. If they walk away, then with the gear, then they don't get their deposit back.
Yep. Yeah. So, and that gets them their BDU, their rig,
lids, camelbacks, dump pouch, whatever.
Anything that we, bring in and we test it out and we realize, man, this would be really useful, and then we play around with it for a few months, and then we, take it out to a few events and it works,
And then adopt it.
And then we adopted it. Yeah. Exactly.
If you go back, you're talking about teams and when to leave a team and things like that. But if you go back and analyze, it's probably that's the starting point of most of the people leaving the team is when all these little decisions start to creep in.
Little decisions and money.
Right,
Those are the things that people don't want to fuss with.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, I just seen so many problems with, obviously you have, like, how do I word it? People get picky.
Conveniently.
So so let me ask this question. Do you guys see a green-tan power slide? This green, like, beat the living snot out of tan?
Yes,
All the good players go to green because I imagine it's so green there. Everyone naturally wears green. So
for a while it was tan because it was always in Canada. I mean, the very first thing you do when you're getting into this is you go and buy a BDU set, right? And I think the #1 rookie set you'd see in Canada is Marpat.
Marpat Woodland.
Woodland, yeah. So the green side would just be loaded up with all these people who, I mean, it's their first game, and then all the guys that have invested and they put all the tannic.
They're in the multi-cam.
Yeah, exactly. They're over here. But then now there's been a transition, right?
And we're seeing the transition too.
Yeah. And now you're getting kind of more of a balance.
I think green's won every game we've been to this year. For sure.
Wow, that's like a
like every.
That's like
everyone.
the flip. That's the other half of the coin.
It's starting.
It's starting to shift. It's been predominantly tan. I mean, even in national events, tan's the winning team, green's the underdog.
I don't know if that's because we've been on green, but this weekend we're on tan, so we'll see what happens.
There you go.
Awesome. Yeah, but the whole green tan, like, it was such a sticking point. It's like ATAX came out. It's like, okay, gentlemen, your cutoff date is May whatever. To get your AU, FG is scheduled for release by this date. You need to have the money and you need to have it purchased, 1 month after release date. I don't want to buy 2 uniforms.
Yep.
Yeah, you do, because we're not always going to be playing on tan.
Yep.
But this is our team uniform. It's like you need to have alternates. Every sport has alternates. Seasons change. If we need to shift the balance of power, and it's to watch people balk over an $80 set of camo, which is not a lot. I mean, people spend more in Starbucks on a monthly basis.
Yeah, but some of
it's true.
Which is true. Some of those people, they're not balking at just the uniform. They're actually looking forward all the way through at, well, if I have to get FG uniform, I need to get FG pouches and a rig and all that other stuff, which is nonsense. You don't have to, but that's not the way they think.
That's what we always wonder is what the other argument is, because we can't understand it.
There you go.
Like at all.
I don't get it.
I was like, money. They look so far into it. It's because it is the fashion show. So some people who, while they complain about money and budget, they have this understanding of, like, it's not just uniform, it's boots and gloves and,
No, it's not just uniforms. It's not just boots, gloves, ammo,
I need to get a new skin pattern for my rifle or some BS like that.
Like my guys, we are real big on ammo, CO2s, all the consumables. We all kind of like pitch in for this, so our machine guns don't run out of ammo while they're covering our slow asses.
Yes.
All right, but it's not just that, and you know this because we've been to these events together, but you guys haven't heard this. But it's also when we're running vehicles, it's the fuel and the title and the insurance and the transport and the maintenance to get a vehicle from place A to the op site and then back again.
Right.
It's all of that stuff. It's the additional fees that go in with when you start playing at different levels. You guys talked about abseiling, okay? I'm in for that also. Yeah. That means that now, not only do you individually have to make sure that everyone's got similar, personal kit, harnesses, the figure eights or, carabiners, whatever. Now you gotta have ropes.
Yep.
Ropes ain't cheap.
Nope.
Ropes wear out.
Yeah,
ropes have a lifespan.
Yeah.
You got to be responsible.
You have to take care of them. We actually just did a thing where we did an aquatic insertion. Okay, so if you guys are going to be on this gig, you need to have flippers, you need to have a snorkel, you need to have goggles. And
really?
Yes, it was awesome. And you need to have this color gloves.
We'll get rebreathers.
It was really cool, but it means get rebreathers.
Just picked up.
Canadians racing the bar.
It's okay, we won't be able to import them. It's like everything.
But so there are all these additional things, and then there's lots of people that we run into that are like, I don't see the value in that. So I'm not going to contribute. I've got my one uniform and I've got my one loadout, and if you don't want me, you don't get me.
You know what's worked best for us is we kind of hit that crossroads, and we get out to an event, and we're in action, we're playing, and you just start seeing everybody's kit fail. And the people who, you know, have taken the time to keep extra batteries on them or have a decent rig that's fitting right and they're not overheating.
You have mutually supportive kits.
And you're mutually supporting. I mean, I know on my back I have a couple extra mags, so whoever's behind me, we standardized on primary. So, and I mean, we operate as a unit a little bit more effectively than the next. So, that said, the people that always put up, you know, the fuss about
small Tamiya. Who has small Tamiya connectors?
Yeah. Oh God.
But that's just it. So
the green side has it.
people that always say, "Well, I don't want to spend money on this or that." Fine, I get that. Everybody's priorities are different. That's fine. It's just going to suck for you when you're out on the field and something happens and you have to walk off, or you know, it's if I'm spending a great amount of, you know, time just trying to like sort you out. And we needed to get away from that, which is why we came up with the idea, well, let's issue kit. We'll get a sponsorship from you know, the store, and we'll make things as cost effective as possible for guys that are on our team. And we'll give back a little bit. Like, we do a big Christmas party every year, and you know, food's all catered and all that stuff.
We give gear incentives.
Yep.
For all the money that we get in, we give a distribution every year. It's like, okay, here is X amount of money, go buy a piece of kit. I'm not giving you cash because I want you to blow it on, you know, hookers and blow. Buy kit.
Yep.
Buy kit.
So sponsorship, though.
Well, I would love to get into that, but we're out of time. Believe it or not, it goes so quickly.
It goes so quick.
So, but I will sign off with this. Just remember, American airsofters, if we're invaded by Canada, we're screwed. There you go.